Good day, fellow cinema nerds and movie geeks of the internet. You're watching Deano Reviews. I could already tell it looks especially grainy today. Well, it always looks grainy, even though it says it's 1080p. But this is convenient. I have a camera over there, but literally, after you put fresh batteries in it, it'll probably last for 20 minutes at most. And I talk for I think I talk longer than that usually. And I have a camcorder, which I'll be using for the top 10 best and worst list, which is education. I do that, it gets in the way, but when I have the mindset and energy to ramble on for about 15 minutes and edit it all together using my college's Adobe Premiere, so I could add some, like some awesome jokes of it zooming into my face when I say something kooky, or I don't know, some sort of video effect that makes the screen a different colour when I'm angry about a film on the worst list. But yeah, I'm clapping my hands a lot. But yes, this is convenient. But anywho, I got that there. That's wallpaper. Anywho, we're reviewing Logan now. This is sound so official. Now, okay, you're all sitting comfortably. Okay, we're going to talk about Logan, a film I know many people have already reviewed. I probably won't add. Actually, no, I will not be adding anything new to the topic. If I said this film has like Nazi imagery, then that may be something new, but it doesn't. To my knowledge, comment below, and it doesn't. Maybe it doesn't. I can't even take myself seriously. But even though many people have already reviewed this film and talked about it and raved about it, this will be adding nothing. In fact, I saw this film, I thought it came out on the 1st of March, but no, I think it came out on the 3rd of March, which was a Friday, I think in the US, but here it came out on the 1st of March, and I saw it Tuesday night, and it wasn't a midnight screening, it was a 10:23 screen, no, not I almost said 25, no, 10:23, because X23, I like that, and I also like that because, it didn't make me come out of the cinema at 3 AM. It made me come out at 1 AM. So thank you. I got more hours of sleep. So thank you. And also I got to think about the movie, which is really good, But yeah, that was fun. And now Logan. I could have talked about this. Yeah, I could have done this review a while ago. I could have done my split review a while ago, which isn't even made yet. And lots of things can happen because you can't win sometimes. Life is like that. I mean, actually, I could easily do them anytime I want, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just a twat or a swear jar. Anywho, Logan. Okay, Logan is a really good film. This smooth transition, really good movie. Now, if you remember a while back, yeah. While back, Australian word. I don't know, that what I just said sounded vaguely Australian because stereotypes. I did an hour review of X-Men Apocalypse, not an hour overall of discussing the movie, but a large amount of it was me getting each one of my X-Men DVDs up there and giving my thoughts on them one by one, even though most of them I haven't seen for many, many years, because I watched them as a kid, and even though I watched them again, like heck, the last time I watched the first Wolverine, first X-Men film was quite a while ago. So basically I was going like, this one was good, I don't know if I think it would be good now, but yeah, I like this one, and actually that wasn't like that, I was more like 5 minutes, but yeah, literally, I think one of my friends actually commented, can you make it shorter please, because I want to know if you liked it or not, and I don't want to listen all through it, but yeah, this won't be that. Basically, just know, I'm an X-Men fan, I'm a superhero fan, I'm a Marvel fan, and as I watched some of the X-Men cartoon episodes on VHS. I grew up it's like Toy Story. I grew up with the X-Men films. Obviously when the first X-Men film came out, I was like 1, and then X-Men 2, I was probably like 3. I mean, I believe the first X-Men film I watched in cinemas was X-Men: The Last Stand, which, funny story, which I also mentioned in that video because it's the first thing I think of when I think of X-Men: The Last Stand. When I watched it, I choked on a Skittle and I had a staff member, pat me on the back outside. And after that, then I think of my thoughts on the actual movie, which I haven't seen in years, but I remember liking it because X-Men is cool X-Men stuff in it. Heck, when I was 9, X-Men Origins Wolverine was my favourite film. Why? Mainly because, X-Men doing cool stuff. He was on a motorbike, he jumped into the helicopter. I found it cool because I was 9. But yeah, that was true. It was actually my favourite film when I was that age because Wolverine, one of maybe. But yes, I grew up with the X-Men films. I'm quite a big fan. My favourite out of all of them, I mean, people say Deadpool, but I don't know, it doesn't have it's not, I mean, it kind of count. It's an X-Men film basically. It's made by Fox. It got some X-Men characters in it, and it references it. But yeah, I do really like Deadpool. That's not a very common opinion, but I also really like Days of Future Past. I like that one. And looking over there, I watched X-Men 2 recently. I like that one too. X-Men First Class. Anywho, but yes. Heck, I even, somewhere in one of the boxes under my bed, I have a tiny little, it doesn't, not even posable, it's literally just a little figurine of the classic Wolverine costume. But yes, 6 minutes in, I ain't getting any better. I really liked this film. I really did. In fact, even beyond that, it is a brilliant piece of work. It really is. I mean, obviously, I think most of what I'm going to say here, I'm just going to quote it. Heck, I wish I was wearing an X-Men t-shirt, but it's a Terminator t-shirt, and the Terminator has a metal skeleton, much like Wolverine. So there you go. And expecting this thumbnail to have me badly having claws come out of my fist, because it seems every single review of this film almost has the thumbnail of the reviewer having the Wolverine claws come out of his fist, so I might as well do the same. In fact, as a kid, one of my favourite toys, like, it was so cool. It was it wasn't literally like just the claws out of the fist, but like it was like a big little box thing, had an X on it, and it had this little grip thing, but when you pull it down on the box, 3 claws will come out. I mean, they were a bit short, they were made of plastic, and it was really obvious that, you know, it was coming out of the box and not out of your fist, even if you put a sleeve over it, and it made a noise, and it made me feel awesome. I only had the one, I didn't have 2. In fact, I Amazoned it, and I can't find it anywhere. But yes, that was cool. That wasn't relevant. It was Wolverine related, but it wasn't relevant. But like many people say, this is the most human, probably most human superhero film I've seen in a long time. I'm sure if I really think that's like another film that feels just, you know, it's a comic book film, but it feels really human and authentic. But this, it's a real drama. I mean, it's weird saying that, like this film about a guy with metal claws coming out of his hands is a real drama, but it's a real drama. Heck, there is emotion, but like, I love the opening to this film so much. Like, if you've seen the opening of this film, you just feel it's different. It's not like in X-Men Apocalypse, like you know, CGI led the pyramid and this guy got superpowers and explosions. I mean, I remember thinking that film was alright, I suppose, but like this, I mean, that film had some fan service which I appreciated, but there's just the opening. Like, Logan swears, he says the F word, which is just odd. I mean, it suits his character because Wolverine's a bit, you know, just gruffy, just, how do you even describe him? Like, he's just like a, I can't even describe it and put it into words. Like, just a great character. He's you can get a bit serious. I mean, like, you don't want to mess around with him. You don't really joke around that much. Heck, in this film, he's mostly a bit of a buzzkill. but like, just the opening of this film, the violence, man, it's so violent. Heck, one of my favourite just not imagery, more like just moments. It kind of consists of 2 moments, but like the fact just like Wolverine It's like near the beginning of the film. He needs to kick some butt, of course, and he gets the claws out. And this opening is a combination of showing you that, like, like it's rated R, so like it is violent. You hear swearing. It's serious. It's like really serious, dramatic. Wolverine isn't in his prime here, and just for example, just Wolverine gets his claws out. And you can just see it must have been a while since he got his claws out, because like the claws are coming out very slowly, when in the other films it's like they come out, and one of the claws is like slowly coming out and it like comes out halfway, and that is how old he is. And then when he goes back to his home later, he literally has to pull out, and I just found that really, really good. I just liked that. I don't know why. I just really liked that. I don't know what I can add new to this besides just point out stuff that was, that is obviously brilliant. I mean, I didn't cry. I didn't cry. I mean, I think the last film I really cried tears like I couldn't stop was The Green Mile. But just because I didn't cry doesn't mean I felt something. I was choking up because I've been growing up with these films for years. I saw the Wolverine for my 14th birthday, and I found it awesome. Obviously, I mean, sure, the timeline of this timeline and continuity of these films is, I mean, I don't even want to think about it. It'll make my mind explode. But like, I basically grew up with Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, and obviously, I mean, besides Robert Downey Jr., he's probably the best superhero casting of all time. I mean, heck, I know in the cartoon, like, his voice is like super gruffly, gruffly. I don't even know what gruffalo, like a Becca, but here it's like a trying to think of a quote, I can't think of a quote now from the films, in Days of Future Past, where it's like no, you're gonna give me the keys to your motorcycle, and you're gonna wake up in a hospital. Trust me, I know how these things goes. That was a very bad impression, but he's just amazing. I actually do want this film to be nominated for an Oscar. I understand that Deadpool didn't get nominated for Best Actor or Best Picture, which Best Picture I can understand, but like Best Actor, sure. But I mean, the film is very compared. Like you put like Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, and then you put it up with nominations against like a very serious performance like I can't pronounce his name. Something Ali, and he was in Moonlight. Like those two performances compared, but like this, I hope the Oscars don't go as a comic book movie. Like we can't do that. It's much different than that. Sure, it has action and explosions and violence, but like Hateful Eight. I assume like some Quentin Tarantino movies got nominated, and they have that. Especially just Hugh Jackman's performance. Like, I'm sad that it's his last time. I mean, like, I mean, of course I wanted to do more, and I don't think whoever they get. It's kind of sad that they're already going like, oh, who's going to play the new Wolverine? Like, he's just brilliant, and I know people go like, oh no, he should be in Deadpool 2. Oh, he'll do Deadpool 2. It'll seem a bit, I don't know, just, what's the word? I can never think of the word. Just lackluster or something like that. Just, I don't know. Just the fact that this film sent him off in such a amazing, like, somber and just bittersweet and just amazingly crafted note, and then like he just turns up for a cameo in Deadpool 2, kicks some ass, and then now that's his last time. Okay, we're satisfied now. But like, I can't put in the words. Like, I'm gonna see it again. I'm definitely gonna see it again. I want to see it again. I mean, like people say, there was like in the middle of it can go slow down a bit, but you're still engaged. The movie proposed to me, but water big. I could cut that out, but I'm not gonna. That sounded rude. Sorry. I mean, even Patrick Stewart, who also an amazing actor, of course. Like, I think a lot of the times I was choking up with thanks to him, because Charles Xavier, the mentor, the man who guided Wolverine, is now just in this movie. He's broken down. Like, he's a rambly old man, and like he's falling apart, and it's sad. It really is. A lot of this movie's sad. It's not a picker upper. I mean, bloody hell. I mean, I think the only time you're gonna have a smile on your face is when, oh no, there's just a moment like, or just like, oh my god, look at that, Wolverine just cut that guy's arm off. Bloody claws through the head, and you can see the claw in his eye, like, oh. What else? Oh yeah, and it's X-23. Also really good, my god. I mean, I was a bit confused, you know how, like, I didn't know there were claws on her foot, though. I only thought from what I knew of her, like, they only came out of, like, you know, here, which I don't know what it looks like when she opens her hand, but they could, like, come out that. She was really good. I mean, my god. And also the actress was really good. Just the scowl on her face was quite... you could tell what she's thinking. Well, also Robot Hand Guy, I can't remember his name, but he was very, you know, slimy. Oh, and also, there's a character here played by Stephen Merchant, Caliban, something like that. I was like, is that Stephen Merchant? And it was Stephen Merchant, also really good, which is nice because, like, you know, he was on small little British things, and now he's on a big superhero film, which is good to see him. Good to see you, Stephen. How you doing? Basically, what else? I mean, people can go like continuity say, but they do say this movie's in an alternate universe, in which, you know, I say that's good. You know, it doesn't feel, you know, obligated to reference anything. What else? It's so good. It's such a good film. Just the atmosphere and just the performances and the characters. I mean, and again, it's not a picker-upper. And I actually really do want it to be nominated for an Oscar, even though that's a while away, since the Oscars just happened. But yeah. But still, when I first saw the trailer, funny enough, when I first saw the trailer in my subscription box, I was like, is that the new Mel Gibson film? But, it just Hugh's beard. I thought, is that Mel Gibson? And then it said Logan. So, oh, what's that? Like, oh, it's Wolverine. But when a lot of people point out when first seeing the trailer, like, this looks a lot like The Last of Us, which I can understand. You know, bearded chap, little girl with something unique about her, go on a bit of a road trip. I can see that. Hey, there's a picture. If you literally Google Logan, it'll come up as you know, Hugh Jackman as older Logan, and it's in black and white, and it does look like a. And then yeah, open that tab and open another tab, and it's like Last of Us remastered, and the cover is literally, you know, Joel in black and white, and it looks similar. But yeah, I mean, they share that, but besides that, they're a bit different, like how Logan doesn't have zombies, or, you know, clickers, if you would. I'm struggling what else to say, because it's an amazing film, and many people, you know, are just saying everything possible you could possibly say about it, and I don't know what else to say. I mean, if I had, there's no after credits scene, by the way. I was waiting for that. I was waiting for the credits, and just, you know, letting it all sink in. I mean, if I had to nitpick, and this is a slight nitpick, you know, a certain a costume that you may or may not wanted, a classic one that you may or may not wanted a certain actor, you know, playing a certain comic book character to wear throughout the years. Well, that may not come to pass, and that's a nitpick that it never happened, even though it was teased in a deleted scene at the end of the last Wolverine film. But I'm not saying anything. I gave it away. But yeah, okay. I mean, some people may say the third act of this film may get a bit like, just like a schlocky, like, superpowers, CGI, here's an explosion, but I don't care. You get Berserker Wolverine. He's doing his classic rah, like he's running, he's jumping from there to there, stabbing some guys, and it is very good. There's blood. There's plenty of blood. This film just feels so human. It's I mean, it just feels sad. It's not even like like the apocalypse or anything. Can't see the apocalypse. It's just Mexico, and it just all the mutants are gone. There's not that many left actually, and I'm just looking through my head what to say. It just feels real. I mean real in the sense like they got mutants and claws come out of fists, but like, hey, like a car just drives into a fence and like you expect it to just burst through it, but no, it just gets caught on it and he has to like try to get it off, and just the swearing and the violence and the emotion, because even if you haven't watched the other films, it's still you still get attached, you're still engaged, you're still invested. And since I've grown up with these films and these actors playing these characters, I feel something. And like, I mean, there's no happy ending. Innocent people do die. Heck, that's a moment I was like, please be a dream sequence, but it wasn't. Oh god, that was tough. That like literally my jaw dropped, and it was stayed there for at least 10 minutes, just trying to get over what was happening, or just happened. It's like a western, yeah. I mean, when people say that, I do understand that. And just the final shot of this film, just it has so much to it, so much meaning, and it's just brilliantly crafted. It is quite amazing. It's definitely the most unique superhero film since, well, Deadpool. So good job on that, Fox. When people saying like, oh yeah, Marvel, and like, and when doing great, and like then there's X-Men, like, oh man, they're not doing much, and now everyone just talks about Logan and Deadpool. I mean, Marvel make good movies, but like Logan and Deadpool, they're something special. And yeah. Still, thank you, Hugh. Thank you, Hugh Jackman and Patrick Stewart, because he said he's not going to do it now, because they have obviously had so much passion and love for it, and also watching them in what I've been watching a lot of interviews, they just seem like lovely people, yeah. Heck, I wish I get to meet him. Hugh, give him a hug, say thanks, mate. thanks, bud, because you remember that bit in X-Men 2 where you stab that guy, and like put the knives down, and that was good. And that time you were on a motorbike and use your class to turn the other way. What else? I mean, don't expect a lot of fan service though. Like at most, like when it comes to characters you recognise, is 2. And you don't recognise them that much, because, like, by the way, this isn't like Old Man Logan. If you Google Old Man Logan, it's literally like white hair. No, there's just like, you can tell he's old. Scars that haven't healed, just beard, hair that to me sometimes looked black and sometimes looked blonde. Yeah. I mean, he grabs a cigar at one point. It's just like, and he's just bitter. They're both bitter. It's just weird seeing just Charles and Xavier swear, they're just bitter, they're done, they're just run down, like they just kind of had enough of it all. And yeah, it's like, don't come here like, well, Wolverine, I love Wolverine, they're gonna see him, hanging out with the X-Men, it's so cool, I love this, and you just see him just done, just swearing like just like us. I don't want to talk about it. That sound like that, man. Yeah, I don't think putting young kids to this. Luckily, they're calling it Logan, not X-Men, so parents are fooled. Like, oh, it's another one of them X-Men films. I'll take I'll take little Timmy to see that. What else to say? What else to say? It's a good film. It's a bloody good film, and just it's very powerful. It's a very powerful film, and yeah. Well, till the next one, which I believe is the Phoenix Saga. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, because I was like, what's gonna happen after this? Like, oh yeah, we're gonna do more stuff with the younger X-Men. But Logan, just like this. Oh god. Heck, I'll just talk about with our friends. We'll just get very emotional because of some of my other friends who grew up with these films also. Just thinking back to them now, very nostalgic. But yeah, I've been seeing trailers of Hugh Jackman through the years, and I just thank you, Hugh. Yep. I'm very sorry for this being so just rambly, really good, amazing. I like this part. Yeah, this was good. This. I mean, besides, if I had to name a flaw, it could get a bit slow in the middle. There could be the nitpick with that costume never turned, but that's for certain people. You feel made it being so actiony and this powers being used at the end. You may not like, and I don't know. It's a good film. It's bloody good, alright. But yeah, sorry for this being so rambly. I hoped at least I talked about it. I shared my thoughts on it. It's the same as most people, but yeah. The movie also looks great. Obviously, just the lighting, cinematography, all of that. I mean, it was interesting seeing how Wolverine was reading an X-Men comic. That was interesting. That was quite different. She's just reading his own material. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure, to some it may not be to their taste. I know every movie ever. No, it may not be to a person's taste. There are flying big flaws in it that'll distract them. But for me and a lot of other people, it is an amazing piece of work, a really brilliant and sad send off to one of the just greatest castings of a superhero ever, and it was just a really great, brilliantly dramatic, acted, just movie. And yeah, and also the acting was great. I'm just emphasizing stuff now, but yes, go see it. Yeah, I mentioned it was violent, very bloody. Anywho, you've been watching Deano Reviews, and I'm just another screen watcher like you, bub. It's actually really sad. Oof. Thank you, Hugh. Thank you. Oh God. Ooh.